The first Monday in November 2025. Welcome to Great Day SA. I'm your host, Roma Villavicencio, and I hope you had a super fun weekend with your kids and families. We have more fun for you right now. In today's Kids Corner, we are learning about Kantha and Sashiko. Did I say that right, Jennifer? Sashiko. Two traditional styles of sewing that your little ones can learn over at Abby's Attic. For that, we welcome back Jennifer Nicolella. She is the owner of this fabulous place where your kids can learn so much, but it's not just kids, it's adults as well.
Absolutely. We think anybody can learn how to sew.
Well, bless you, because the community has seen me try for years and years and years. But we're learning and we're taking notes every single time. So, Sashiko and
Kanti, I think?
Kanti, okay, and this is Indian Japanese style of basically reworking your clothing so you can continue to use it.
Right. So this was started in about the 1600s in Japan as a way for peasants to repair their clothes so that they would last longer because they didn't have a lot of money. And at first it was just totally utilitarian, but after a while it became an art form of its own. And so you can see here, you just start with a piece of fabric and some little scraps, and you just make we tell the kids it's like a dolphin going up and down through the water, and let's hit it.
Really it. Oh,
You got
okay,
this.
Jennifer,
You
let's
got
do
this.
So what's really neat about this, I feel like you said it's kind of a fashion trend now.
It is, yeah. In fact, we have these little art jeans here that you can use the Sashiko method to repair holes, little wear spots, things like that. And
Those are cool. I want to wear them. They're awesome.
I wish
They're
they still fit me.
one of a kind. Those are cute. Hey,
But they're pretty cool.
maybe you can put those up on eBay or something, and you're going to be the next designer that everyone's looking out for.
That would be nice, a little
It
side
would
hustle.
be, yes. Okay, so if someone's at home, what kind of thread do they need to use? Because this seems a little bit thicker.
So this is called embroidery floss. It comes with 6 strands of thread.
Okay.
You can get it at any craft store. It's usually made of cotton, and then we got to use a giant eye needle so that you can thread this baby.
Giant eye needle.
So we did the hard part. The hardest part is threading the needle. We've done that for you, so you're welcome.
Okay, and that's it. You don't have to tie a knot.
You do have to tie a knot. We've already tied that for you too.
You're so kind.
I know.
But this one stays like this?
It does, yeah.
Okay.
So when you pull the needle through, you're going to actually pinch the eye so that it doesn't come unthreaded.
Okay.
And it's not bad if it does. You just have to thread it
Let me
again.
watch you do a few. Okay.
So what we're going to do is I'm just going to take one of these little scraps here.
Okay.
I'm going to start on the back
Back.
of my fabric to hide that knot,
Okay.
and then you just pull it to the
I'm
thread,
watching your needle too, and then down.
and then down. So the stitch that you need to make should be about, little like
Pinky
that,
size.
pinky size.
Okay.
And then when you pop back up, it's about the same distance.
Oh, so you don't go all the way down. You just pop back
You just
up.
pop it back up. So you could do this kind of over and over again quickly by just weaving the needle through the fabric.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. My girl's fast here, but that is a very efficient way to do it.
All right, Roma, it's your turn, girl.
Okay, all right.
Let's do this.
From below.
From the back, yep,
Here we
through
go.
the fabric.
Don't poke my finger. Through the fabric, and then pull it all the way up.
Hold on to the eye where the thread comes out.
Hold
You
on
got
to
it.
the eye, and then the pinky
So
width.
pull it until the knot comes all the way.
Got you. There it
perfect.
is.
And then
down,
down,
and then
and then up again. See,
Guys,
you
you're
got
right.
it.
This isn't too bad.
Yeah.
And then look, I don't know, I'm not gonna try to show off right now. I was like gonna try to weave in and out super fast. But okay, so what materials can people put this on? Denim or anything?
Anything.
Anything.
Anything. You can use denim, you can use little scraps of fabric. If a child wanted to make just a quick little quilt for their doll, they could use this method.
Okay.
If you have holes to repair, you can use this method. If you just want to jazz things up, you can use this method.
Okay.
But any scrap fabric will do, stretchy fabrics, knit fabrics, old quilts, things like that. But this is really good for the kids' fine motor skills, motor planning, because they have to think about where their needle's going to go next. And it really does relax you and kind of soothes the brain a little bit. Takes
It
the stress
does.
away.
I feel like I know it's not challenging, but I think I already messed up a little. Do you see
Yeah.
what I did? No,
No, you didn't. It's
okay.
art.
It's art, she says, but there's a gap missing here. I don't know what I did wrong.
So you didn't do anything wrong, but you can fix that by putting the needle right there.
Okay.
And then just sort of
See?
going a little further.
So,
See, fixed.
so what you're saying is like you can fix a lot of what may not look fixable. Oh, look, guys, there you
Perfect.
go. And then you
You
come
got
back up from below.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, 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 that is so awesome. So you teach courses all the time. We talk about them here on the show. for adults, for children, and this specifically will be something that the children can learn as part of one of your classes,
Correct.
right?
Yes.
And which class is that?
Hand sewing for little hands. It's for 4 to 7-year-olds, but it really is for anybody who would like to, work on their fine motor skills.
Sure. And so anyone can learn this?
Anyone can learn, yeah.
Okay, and what is needed if someone wants to sign up for your course?
Nothing, we provide everything. Needles, machines, fabric, patterns, instruction, coffee. We just need to walk in and
Coffee,
have some
too.
fun. Oh yeah.
That is awesome. Well, look, guys, I got a couple lines in
You
there.
did awesome.
Woohoo! This is
Yay!
very doable, and I just love how it turns out. You
did great.
Very, very cool. So your location is off of 281.
And Thousand Oaks, yes,
Perfect.
just north of the airport.
So if people want to book one of your classes or just go visit you, what do they need to do?
Go to our website, abbyzadicksewing.com. You can call our phone number. You can pop in and say hello and get some coffee and see what we're all about.
She is so creative, guys. For every holiday, for every season, she's got something going on. So thank you, and that's
I
so
have a
nice
good staff.
that you provide coffee. Will you share a cup of coffee with Paul?
Absolutely.
Paul loves coffee. Paul, so far, how many glasses?
Actually, this morning,
Cups.
0.
That is
Believe it-
rare.
Believe it or